How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R back with another lesson and an amazing song as always today. We've got some classic Smiths and Hand in Glove. Very sad to hear about the passing of Andy Rourke, sort of recently. Very, very sad news. I was a massive fan and still am a massive fan of the Smiths. Obviously they were a big part of my childhood growing up because my dad was a big Smiths fan and all that. And I know you hear about sort of obviously Morrissey and Marr all the time because they're the ones who wrote the songs, but the rhythm section to the Smiths, Mike Joyce and Andy Rourke, particularly Andy Rourke's bass playing, absolutely phenomenal. He was a very, very important part of that band. So we're very sad to hear about his passing. So I thought it only right to get a tutorial up for the Smiths. This is a fairly easy one to play as well, Smiths wise, because obviously Johnny Marr, no one can replicate Johnny Marr. This is sort of an acoustic strum along. But I think this is accessible for a lot of beginners as well. It's not really that difficult to play, and it's a great song. So there we go. Now if you do want the chords, lyrics and the strumming pattern to this, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page, so there'll be a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And the way that works, you just go over, click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you can afford, however much you want to pay. It's all very much appreciated, and it gives you guys access to all the chords, lyrics and the strumming patterns to pretty much everything I've done since I set the Patreon thing up about 16-17 months ago now. So there's a lot of stuff up there. There's some exclusive videos, there's videos from the archive, there's some stuff to coincide with the technique lessons I've done, the scales and blues. So what you're waiting for, there's a link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you want to show some appreciation, I've got a new feature which is like a super thanks link that's just under the video there. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, very much appreciated. And thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed. If you are subscribed, a further way you could help me if you haven't done already is hitting that little notification bell up somewhere down there so you get notified every time I post a video up. And another way you can help me out, if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok. As you always say, I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but as you can see, you're going to want the capo up on the 3rd fret, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, I'm going to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. You've probably seen me plug these before. I don't use any other capo now. I've had another one. This is a custom one. Don't know if you can see that's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. I've had this one just over a year now. I've got another one, a silver one, the same model. This is a performance-free model. I've had for the best part of 10 years or whatever, and it's never let me down. The grip's never gone. Just great, reliable, light, durable capos. So if you're on the market for a capo, I'll put a link to that in the description below, the G7th Capo company. There we go. Okay, so there's two parts to this song. You're going to want the intro, and then you're going to want the verse. And basically, it's these two parts that sort of repeat all the way through the song. So the first chord is going to be a D sus2. So that's sort of a D chord. Take the second finger off. And then we're going to go to a C chord and a G. Now I personally use, the 3-fingered G, second, third, little pinky on the 3rd fret on the top E string relative to the capo. Just find it an easier change. Or if you wanted to, you could do the standard, 3-fingered G, or you could do the 4-fingered G. It's completely up to you, but I favour doing that one. So what we got, that's going to go around 4 times. Okay, so that's going to be your intro. Now your verse is going to be an E minor 7, so I do that, it's just a 1-fingered chord. So I'm just picking out the 2nd fret on the A string relative to the capo. And the next chord is an A7 sus2. So all that will be is just dropping that finger down, another 1-fingered chord, but this time my 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret on the D string. So we got the E minor 7 and we got the A7 sus2, okay? So we do that. The first time round it goes to a C chord, so we hear that. The second time round we do the E minor 7, A7 sus2, and we do this chord that's called the C major / G. Okay, so the way that we do that, my first finger is on the 2nd fret on the D string. Okay, my 2nd finger is on the 3rd fret on the low E string, and my 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret on the A string. Lovely sounding chord. So what we get in contents of the song, so we got the first time round it's the regular C, Second time round, it's a C major 7/G, and it's basically that all the way through the verse, sort of alternating. So first time we go, you know, to the C, second time we go to the C major/G. So I'm just going to sing that through so you can see how that sort of verse gels together. So what we got is, hand in glove, the sun shines out of our behinds. No, it's not like any of the love. This one is different because it's us. Hand in glove, we can go wherever we please, and everything depends on how near you stand to me. And if the people's there, then the people's there. Oh, they really don't know and they really don't care. Okay, so after those that verse, we've got that same as the intro again, but it's going to go around 2 times now. So we got G sus 2, C, G, and then you go back into the verse again. And in love, the good people laugh. Okay, and it does exactly the same, like I say, the verse chords, and we got that, you know, sort of the intro and the little sort of break in between the verses chords. Okay, so the only other different part now where it does something slightly different is sort of the outro. Okay, so the outro would go from the E minor 7 to the A7 sus 2. We don't do the C chord the first time round. Second time round we do the E minor 7, the A7 sus 2, and we do the C major 7/G. And then we repeat that. We got the E minor 7 to the A7 sus 2. And then the second time round, the E minor 7 to the A7 sus 2 to the C major/G chord. Okay, and the last time we just go from the E minor 7 to the A7 sus 2, and we go back into the intro chords again. So I'm just going to sing that through so we can see how that gels together. So, yeah, I know my love too well. Yes, I know my love too well. And I'll probably never see you again. I'll probably never see you again. Okay, I'm finished on the E minor 7, and that, you know, is pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song, so not that difficult to play. Now the strumming pattern, if you can, what I tend to do is sort of mix it up as I go along, to sort of emphasise a few chords. I'll roughly show you how I do that, but sort of a guide pattern will be a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. But there's a quick change, obviously, on the A7 sus 2 to the C, or the C major 7/G. So if we heard that, it'd go down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. We sort of half that strumming pattern between those two chords, A7 sus 2 and the C chord. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. Now that C major 7/G, I sort of emphasise a little bit, so I sort of do 2 heavy downstrokes on that. So what we get is, okay, I just think it makes it, you know, sort of emulates the drum beat a little bit. It makes it a little bit more effective. So what we get is, okay, and obviously on the intro it's the same strumming pattern. So we got the down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. You know, you can't go wrong with the Smiths, one of the best bands of all time. On every song you take on by the Smiths, some of them really difficult, to be fair. Obviously, you know, Johnny Marr is probably one of the world's best guitarists in my opinion. Always, probably, you know, without doubt, my favourite guitarist. So there we go. And as I say, very, very sad news about Andy Rourke. You know, And I guess we're never going to see a Smiths reunion now, are we? So we're, you know, really, really sad news. And my love goes out to his, obviously, family and friends. Not as any of them would be watching this video, but there we go. If you got any other requests for any other Smith songs, you know, although a lot of them are difficult, I have done one or two though. How Soon Is Now I've done. There Is a Light That Never Goes Out, if you want to go and check that one out. But if there is any other requests for any other Smith stuff, I'll see what I can do. Or it doesn't have to be the Smiths, it could be anything 50s to modern day. It's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put your request in is obviously comment below the video in the comments, or if you want to find me a personal message over through those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I always try and reply to messages. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests and I do have to sort of henpeck them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, if you are subscribed, a further way you could help me out if you haven't done already is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there. The patron thing, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want the chords, lyrics and the strumming pattern to this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past sort of coming up to 18 months now. So there's a link to that in the description, a link in the comments. I've got the super thanks link. There's a lot of pointing going on here, isn't there? If you'd like to make a small donation, again, very much appreciated. All the money generally goes back into the lessons. Word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues. Anyone, you know, plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it be morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for last night soon. Take care.